Come over here. Okay, so then on the pump, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to menu. Then you're gonna go down here to prime rewind, and you're gonna start the rewind. Go rewind. What this is doing is it's rewinding the spring in here that pushes the insulin out. So it's gonna rewind it. Sometimes it'll say full rewind required. We typically do a full rewind anyway. It's okay. So while this is doing it, you're gonna set that off to the side. Then you're gonna take your pump, your supplies here for the insulin. You're gonna open this. You're gonna put this onto here and this onto here.
Like a shot.
And make a needle, okay? So you're gonna do it like this, just like a shot, exactly, Garrett. Now, as this is rewinding, you can also go ahead and unscrew this. You unscrew the black piece.
And you don't poke Garrett.
And you take this out, okay? Undo it. Set the old one off to the side so you don't get confused. And there's your old insulin, okay? Now, traditionally, you're not supposed to reuse your insulin, but let's face it, in the real world, we do. So, you all will not have to do this, but I want to make sure. That was 60 units. We didn't want to lose it. So, we've made our shot. All right, so now here's what we're gonna do. This is our insulin. It's just in a little koozie. See it? So we're gonna put this in here.
I think you already spread it.
It's okay. And then, this thing can be kind of tricky. You're gonna load it, just like you used to do as shots. You're gonna load it all the way past the 1, okay? Because it's got some suction in there. Now as you can see, there's a large air bubble in there. So, I'm gonna start over. This insulin has a lot more air in it than our old insulin, which I don't like. But it's what we're stuck with, so. Get it to just past the 1. Now there's still some bubbles in there, so we're gonna get those out. It is important to try to get out as many as you can. The other thing you'll notice, there is a big air bubble here at the top, and that's okay because we're going to prime the infusion set, so it's going to push that right out. Also, when you unscrew this needle, it's going to be trapped in the needle. Okay, so now you're going to put this back on here, okay? And all those air bubbles came out with that. Then you're going to put this off. Now you're going to take the black part.
What's the needle?
You're going to then, on the black part, you're going to thread the tubing through it. So you want it to be, the small side goes more towards the tube. Then you're going to screw this onto there until it makes a cap for it, okay? Now you're going to put this inside the pump. Screw it back on. You're going to go back to your menu, to the prime rewind screen, and go to load cart. Now what this is doing is pushing that spring forward so that we can load the insulin into or get the spring loaded to right where the insulin is. So that when we're ready, it can just push the insulin out. So it takes just a minute. All of these supplies that you've been using, you can throw away now. You don't have to save them. Okay, my videographer here is going crazy. All right, so now you go to continue. It tells us we have 114 units. Now we're going to go prime. Now this is very difficult to get close up. So we're going to scoot back, Bella. I want you to get the whole tube in it. Now go prime. What you're doing is you're priming the insulin through this tube here. You should see it shoot out the top, okay? So you're going to hit OK. Once you hit OK, you have to hold it down. It's okay. You're going to have to hold it down, okay? You want to have the tube up so it has to work to go uphill. So you're going to hold down, go prime. Now see, I didn't hold it down long enough. After I told you to, I didn't do it. So I'm going to go back to prime and go to go prime. You hold it. If you listen, you can hear it, and you're waiting for it to shoot out the top there. There we go. Now, if you look real carefully, you'll see there's a dot of insulin there. So that means that the tube is now full. You can shake that dot off. Then we need our trusty diabetic to come over. You're gonna then plug this in. Now remember, we made this go up. So what you need to do is go down his pants. Thread it through.
Can I just tell her?
Tell who what? Yeah, when they're doing it. And then you're gonna plug him in like you always would. Pull that back up. Then the next step is to fill the cannula.
And to put Garrett's Vandy hat on.
Put Garrett's Vandy hat on. Okay, so fill the cannula. You're gonna hit okay. You're gonna do 0.3. What that does is that little piece that's in his body, this is putting insulin in it so that the next time you medicate him, he gets all of his insulin. Okay? Now it tells you we have 100 units on board and we're ready to go. That's it. Okay, you can...